Whoa.
Hey! Look at Mr. Diddy!
You ready?
Yo.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. Hey, Mr. Diddy, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. Out here. DJ Khaled, we the best golf tournament. You're so famous. I had to pull up on you and say that you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
I love the jacket. Making a statement. You look great. Were you guys surprised that the bell was denied yesterday? I guess you're hoping it'll be done today, correct? But you guys look great. You love the fashion moment. You look fantastic.
I pray for y'all for all of us.
Sons and they have accusations against them, they could, as you said, face these charges in the future. What do you think? Do you think that they would flip?
I think it's a lot less likely that Justin and Clip. I've seen children testify against their parents. We've seen it on Law and Crime many times.
I think it goes right along with what you asked me about at the top, which was her attorney's statement. These types of things where you see that the government is intervening, it's almost like before that, a lot of victims of crimes are under a type of gaslighting.
How are you doing this morning? How's it going, Justin? Let's see. How are you feeling this morning? Father's twin.
And for my mom to follow your dreams. And for my pops, can't stop, won't stop.
Yeah, can't stop, won't stop. I like that. All right. I actually like the message of that because, you got to keep on going forward no matter what anyone says.
You know what's up. Oh, hold on. This is my new song right here, too. Oh.
You've been able to speak to your son.
What did you say to him when you visited Henry Court? Is he doing? How are you feeling today?
Sean Diddy may be the king of hip-hop, but his empire is collapsing due to his million-dollar deals in family drama. Now that the shocking allegations involving a 12-year-old victim have surfaced, the focus is on his son, who isn't holding back. Let's take a look at this explosive family. There's a lot to unpack here, but before we start opening Pandora's box, make sure you subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell for more updates and videos like this. Fallout's remarks are creating quite a stir and raising questions about the people at the top of the industry.
What was the greatest advice you have received in your life that has stuck with you throughout your career?
Probably for my mom to follow your dreams. And for my pops, can't stop, won't stop.
Yeah, can't stop, won't stop. I like that. All right.
We're going to make damn sure that we're right before we do that. But the names that we're going to name, assuming that our investigators confirm and corroborate what we've been told, the day will come when we will name names other than Sean Combs, and there's a lot of names. It's a long list already.
Happening to them, and they were inebriated.
Right. Not knowing, I guess, how much proof it was in it of they was doing.
So you have teenage daughters, and
Yes.
I would think that anyone that they're dating would be scared to death to come to the house with Love is the father.
I don't know what you're talking about. My daughter's only 15.
They're not dating?
No, they're not. Not that they better not be dating right now.
Diddy's sons are in deep difficulty. They have stopped going to his bail hearings, and the situation is only going to get worse as more LD lawsuits are filed, particularly those involving the alleged forced closeness with minors. Grace Christian Combs is being accused by Omar Kai of having an affair with her aboard a yacht in December 2022. Christian's name has now surfaced in a lawsuit against Diddy, and it appears that there is family strife. There are unsettling claims that Diddy coerced victims into having intimate relations with adult employees while he observed and recorded them. He even called these acts freak-offs. But the drama doesn't end there. Christian Combs, Justin was implicated in a lawsuit that producer Lil Rod Rodney Jones filed against Diddy in February, alleging that Justin was involved in bringing in adult workers and even underage ladies. Diddy's second son is also facing severe allegations. According to reports, the lawsuit included a picture of Justin Combs with a female who was allegedly underage.
I could see now on the defense side them wanting to do something akin to a bill of particulars where they want to get more information from how actually the prosecution intends to prove this case, because they've left it so open that pretty much any of those bad acts could.
And so you're kind of laying the groundwork for how possibly Grace O'Markey could testify in a federal case, but there's a lot of things that need to happen.
At least one minor girl and an adult employee were invited to a listening party at Diddy's house, according to Lil Rod, which led to another so-called freak off. That same evening, he made me take a lace shot, which caused me to feel dizzy. I woke up at 4:00 a.m., naked next to an adult employee. Lil Rod recalled Lil Rod has named Justin Combs as a defendant in a significant lawsuit, alleging that Justin actively participated in some of the shady activities of Diddy's purported RICO operation and assisted in its facilitation. Serious claims regarding Justin's involvement in concealing a gunshot event are also included in the case. According to court documents, the shooting took place outside Diddy's Chalice Studios on September 12, 2022. Diddy, Lil Rod says, Justin and his friend G were present as a heated dispute descended into violence. According to Lil Rod, he heard gunshots and discovered G bleeding and curled up in a fetal position in the bathroom. He added that I applied pressure to G's wounds and urged the gathering to phone an ambulance, but this is where things start to become murky. In addition to claiming that he compelled him to conceal the truth, Lil Rod asserts that Diddy urged everyone to lie to the authorities about G being shot by a drive-by shooter outside the studio after he and Justin disappeared to another area of the studio.
Particular situation is sad because she feels like ever since, she's had to fight to even get him to acknowledge the baby. Now the son is really taking after his father. And she remembers saying, I used to want to be a bad girl. I used to want to do all these things. I was very young. I was very impressionable. And now that my child is older and I'm seeing these irresponsible decisions, I'm trying to figure out, you Diddy son, why you ain't got no driver? Why you driving wrong? Why? That makes no sense. You can easily use your daddy's driver. If you in Miami, you could be on a golf cart. What are we doing here? And it's just because when you raise children so privileged, they think that they're above the law. You know who my daddy is? I'm going to be out in a minute. But Lord forbid you had to hit somebody and somebody's not here with us today. There's nothing
As Justin deals with these accusations, his brother Christian, also known as King, is facing a different civil action. Grace O'Markey has accused Christian of having an affair with her on a yacht in December 2022, and she says he assisted in making it happen. O'Markey, who was 25 at the time, believes that during her 12-hour shift on the yacht, she saw the Combs family partying with a cycle of suspected adult workers and consuming drugs. She also says that her drink and others may have been tampered with during the trip on December 28.
This is against Christian Combs, as you're referring to it. And Diddy is a co-defendant in this case because she says he facilitated it. It was on a yacht that Diddy had rented. But it was Christian, the one who allegedly actually assaulted her. So how does all of that relate? The fact that we have Diddy, who's also part of this, but it's mostly on Christian in this instance?
Yeah, in this particular instance, like you said, it did take place on a yacht. She was someone who was working at the time, and Lil Rod was there apparently, and obviously he's a plaintiff in a civil lawsuit himself. But whenever you are a plaintiff in a civil case, you obviously want to go after someone with the ability.
Grace, according to O'Markey's lawsuit, Christian, who was 2 at the time, targeted her on the yacht, made her feel uncomfortable by groping her legs in private areas and pressuring her to take more tequila shots. She also claims that Christian physically assaulted her and made her perform fellatio. The lawsuit also claims that there is audio evidence purportedly recorded by Rodney Jones of a steward telling Christian to stop touching O'Markey, with kissing sounds audible in the background. A woman who sounds like O'Markey can be heard saying, "Excuse me, don't touch my legs like that." I'll move my legs where I want to. If I want to do this, then I will.
Diddy's son, King, became obsessed with her while she worked as a stewardess. She claims the yacht job had been advertised as family-friendly. She goes on to claim that while working, King pressured her to take a shot, which she suspected was spiked. She then alleges that King cornered her and tried to force her to give him a but she fought.
My mother advised me to share my desire to become an entrepreneur with others. As Christian recalled, I asked, "What does that mean?" She said, "You want to do many things. You go into different fields and take over." I realized that I also wanted to be an entrepreneur, but sadly his mother, Kim Porter, died of lobar pneumonia a few months after Christian Calm shared his big dreams. Diddy and Kim had 3 children together. Along with Christian, Diddy had 2 daughters, Chance, who he had with his longtime assistant Sarah Chapman, and Love, who was born in December 2022 to tech worker Dana Tron. He also had a son, Justin Combs, with fashion stylist Misa Hilton Brim. Additionally, Diddy adopted Quincy Brown, now 31 years old, Kim Porter's son. Undoubtedly, Quincy is the son of R&B singer Al and Kim.
What's advice you have received in your life that has stuck with you throughout your career?
Probably from my mom, is to follow your dreams. And from my pops, can't stop, won't stop.
Yeah, can't stop, won't stop. I like that. All right. I actually like the message of that because, you got to keep on going forward no matter what anyone says.
You know what's up. Oh, hold on. This is my new song right here, too. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on.
Hey! Look at Mr. Diddy!
You ready?
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. Hey, Mr. Diddy, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great out here. DJ Khaled, we the best golf tournament. You're so famous, I had to pull up on you and say that you're doing a great job.
Thank you so much. What was the greatest advice you have ever received in your career and in your life that stuck with you?
Keep God first.
God first. I like that.
Yeah.
It's important to keep that first.
That's
All right,
right.
thank you.
Love.
Appreciate it, Mr. Diddy.
Love. Give me some love. I see you. I'm proud of you.
Diddy had a difficult upbringing. He was born in Harlem and reared by his single mother in Mount Vernon, New York. His father was killed in a botched drug deal when he was just 2 years old. Though his parents divorced in 2007, Christian's upbringing was very different from Diddy's. He spent his childhood alternating between multiple multi-million-dollar homes, including a $13.5 million mansion in Alpine, New Jersey, a $40 million estate in Los Angeles, and a $3.7 million home in East Hampton. When discussing his father, Christian, who goes by King, said, "We're alike in a lot of ways, especially our work ethic. Every day you've got to keep progressing. If you get nothing done, you're backtracking." His father actually assisted me in getting up early, but he chastened me for it. Additionally, Christian seems to have inherited Diddy's passion for fashion. In 2014, Diddy had a massive party for Christians at Swerving 16 in Los Angeles, and I usually wear Christian. I remarked that my style is flamboyant, straightforward, and seductive and smooth all at once. Among the attendees at the bash were well-known figures including Lauren London, Khloe Kardashian, Faith Evans, and Kendrick Lamar, French Montana, and Meek Mill.
Oldest to youngest?
Quincy, Justin, Christian, Chance, Delilah, and Jesse.
Okay. How do you tell your twin daughters apart?
Just that parental instinct.
What's one thing you want for your kids?
Oh, peace, happiness, love. I want it all for my kids.
Who's your biggest
money?
Before Christian's party, Diddy also gave Justin an incredible Sweet 16. At this extravagant celebration, which was so large that it extended into season 9 of MTV's My Super Sweet 16 with rappers like Nicki Minaj, Lil Kim, and Trey Songz, Justin was seen sitting on a throne wearing a sharp dulce and Gabbana tux and Adidas shell toes. Justin and Christian both enjoy wearing crowns to events and picture shoots. Christian even wore one to the 2018 Met Gala just before Omar K's accusations were made public. With the caption, "Can't Stop, Won't Stop Birthday," Christian shared pictures from his most recent birthday celebration. Vibes were great, but a few hours later he shut off and removed all the comments. Meanwhile, Justin's mother is prepared to fight back and isn't going to take these new lawsuits, raids, and deplorable accusations lying down.
Happy birthday, Justin. You finna go up.
Let's tap into this.
Period.
Oh man, we should do it. Let's play this shit now.
We doing, Pop? And let's go. Take the first card. We doing the first card. Don't be afraid.
Let's
do it. Anyone? Let me do this one. What is that?
Take 2 shots if you waste some pussy from the back.
You better get to taking a shot. A 2, a 3. Shot.
Well, the theme is a place in New York.
What are you thinking about? Maybe
Necklace. Fit for a prince.
you're at the right place.
You might want to take her to the party with you.
So who was with you this weekend?
A bunch of my friends.
Diddy, Quincy, Justin Bieber,
So far,
French
so good.
Montana.
I don't even know half the people you're naming.
Diddy's family is obviously tense right now. Just 2 of his 7 children, Christian and Justin, who are also named in lawsuits, appeared at his most recent bail hearing. The other 2 went AWOL, and it has been reported that they are attempting to distance themselves from their father.
So glad it's Nicki Minaj.
Thank you.
Roses, a box of chocolate.
Thank you, honey.
Our friends are gonna flip when they see her. You ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, let's go. You know I'm the Prince of New York. You know my father's the king.
Okay.
You should send the Combs bloodline.
What do you think girls like?
Well, girls like me, that's all I want.
2, 3. Thank you guys, I appreciate it. It was really nice meeting you.
One of the few family members present at the trial, Diddy's stepson, is accused of engaging in some harsh behavior with Diddy, and there are also allegations that Diddy attempted to groom him.
A bit more about this. So we have Christian King Combs, 26-year-old model rapper, 3rd oldest son of Sean Combs. He's one of 3 children that Combs shares with the late model Kim Porter. She died in 2018. And we go back to the raids that happened in Los Angeles and Miami back in March. Combs' sons, specifically in LA, Christian and Justin, they were handcuffed and they were led out of the home as investigators from Homeland Security went in to collect the evidence. 30-year-old Justin is Combs' oldest biological son, who he had with a fashion designer named Nisa Hilton. And Justin's mother shared a video from the Los Angeles raid on her Instagram page, and the footage, which appears to come from security cameras around the home, has been edited and sped up in places. And she writes, quote, "The overzealous and overtly militarized force used against my sons Justin and Christian is deplorable."
With the exception of Diddy's 2-year-old daughter Love, the courtroom atmosphere this time was significantly different from hearings in the past. Only Justin and Christian were present. Quincy Chance, Delilah Jesse, and the caregivers for Diddy's younger children were not present. Also, Diddy's mother was.
I love the jacket. Making a statement. You look great. Were you guys surprised that the bail was denied yesterday? I guess you're hoping you'll be done today, correct? But you guys look great. We love the fashion moment. You look fantastic.
I pray for y'all fall up.
In yet another startling turn, Courtney Burgess, a friend of Diddy's late ex-wife Kim Porter, is purportedly in possession of tapes that depict Diddy engaging in intimate acts with minors. These videos are referred to as freak-off tap apes, and Diddy's sons are currently suing him for them. The funny thing is that Diddy's sons don't appear to be that interested in their mother's version of the story. Instead, they are allegedly more worried about the money Courtney could get if he publishes their mother's memoir, which is allegedly currently with the FBI along with 8 of those bizarre tapes. Courtney Burgess asserts ownership of the rights to a book purportedly based on Kim Porter's purported memoir. According to TMZ, federal agents recently confiscated Burgess's phone, which included a flash drive copy that contained the materials needed to write the novel Christian and Quincy Combs. Quincy, the adopted son of Diddy and Kim Porter, is upset about this and has sent Burgess a cease and desist letter demanding that he stop selling the book. They claim that this is an attempt to capitalize on their mother's fame and that, as her heirs, they are entitled to all of her intellectual property, including any diary entries or potential manuscripts.
Oh, Frosty!
Okay, Friday edition.
But this is the way we drink our daily tequila. Frosted, we get it ice cold. We go and put it in, stack that in there. Ice cold. This is frosty right here. This thing ice cold right there. Orange slices, that's how we do our shots. Yeah. Woo! And we're not telling y'all to drink, we just celebrating life. You know what I'm saying? It's Friday. And it's Friday. You know what I'm saying? Drink responsibly. Cheers. Cheers. With an orange though. You know what I'm saying? Lemon, lime. Deli tequila, do ours with orange. Sersky. Yes. Who my black man? My black man. My black, your daddy. I love you. Cheers. Cheers.
The brothers have also requested a complete breakdown of book sales, but they have not verified whether their mother ever wrote a memoir. In fact, they have previously denied the existence of such a memoir when a book by Chris Todd was published on Amazon. At that time, they were adamant that their mother would never have written such a book. However, their position has changed somewhat, essentially stating that if a memoir does exist, it is theirs. In a recent interview with News Nation, Courtney Burgess discussed the infamous freak-off tapes that he claims Kim Porter gave him. Burgess claims that the tapes document a number of celebrities engaging in disturbing behaviors and that they support claims about Diddy's typical behavior. It's unclear whether Diddy's children attended these parties, but the fact that Diddy stepson is rumored to have attended one of them lends credence to the claims.
What's one misconception about you?
There are no misconceptions about me.
We're gonna hear about my party, they're gonna be shutting them down, they're gonna probably be arresting me.
He had the Lamborghini for a day or two, and he had access to the house.
Following his grand jury testimony, Burgess said that 8 videos featuring 8 celebrities, 6 men and 2 women were shown. He said that 2 of the celebrities looked too young and that the majority of them appeared intoxicated or under the influence of drugs. Burgess also mentioned that some of the victims looked very young and that many of them appeared to be under the influence of drugs.
You this weekend? A bunch of my friends. Diddy, Quincy, Justin Bieber.
Oh, this party? I think half the people there were butt naked. You would have loved it.
A lot of multiple nominees, multiple Grammy nominees this year. Lauryn Hill's got 4, TLC's got 8, and Sean Combs 5 to 10. I don't need to be mean because, I mean, he's a nice guy and he can really sing. Oops! Sing. Get him like he's going to jail.
So you have teenage daughters, and
Yes.
I would think that anyone that they're dating would be scared to death to come to the house with love is the father.
I don't know what you're talking about. My daughter's only 15.
They're not dating?
No, they're not. Not that they better not be dating right now.
They're 15. They've got to have boyfriends or girlfriends or something. That's an age you start like being interested.
I didn't know that.
They're cheerleaders, right?
No, I really thought that they don't start dating till like 17, right? When do they start dating? Oh my God.
It is now that Sean Diddy is being accused. 54 have been making headlines for a few months now. He's been locked up at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn facing serious federal charges. In September 2024, he was indicted by a grand jury on charges that include racketeering, exploitation by force, fraud, or coercion in transportation to engage in paid intimacy. By now, most people are aware of the shocking allegations against Diddy, which range from guns and substance exploitation to running a massive exploitation operation that lasted for years. There are honestly so many accusations that it's hard to keep track. Some reports say thousands of people have come forward claiming they were assayed by Diddy, while the full extent of these allegations is still unclear. Over a dozen civil lawsuits have already been filed, and there are over 100 more expected to follow. One thing that stands out across these lawsuits is the pattern. Victims say Diddy and his team would allegedly intoxicate or spike their drinks, after which Diddy and sometime others would assay them. There are also disturbing claims that Diddy forced victims to sleep with adult workers while he watched and touched himself. He reportedly called these situations for freak-offs and even recorded some of them. Since the lawsuits started pouring in, although Justin and Christian Combs have enjoyed a luxurious lifestyle due to their father's fame, they appear to be getting into their own problems. Last month, they were both briefly arrested by Homeland Security agents during a large raid at their father's Los Angeles mansion, and their legal situation is only getting worse. Justin and Christian have both been seen in federal court at their father's hearing. The big question is whether they will also face charges. Diddy's son, age 26 for the first time, Christian, who was detained and interrogated during the LA raid, wrote a remark that is slang for lies. Quit with the caps.
Celebrities who were recorded having intimate relations with Sean Combs, how many of them appear to be either inebriated or intoxicated or under the influence?
All of them. All of them.
Out of those 8, how many appear to be potentially victimized? How many might have been victimizing?
I think all, to be honest, all.
Were victims
They
or
victims.
were perpetrating?
Victims.
They were all 8 were victimized,
Yeah.
meaning this was happening to them and they were inebriated.
Right.
When Justin Combs got the chance to attend Harvard, he decided to attend UCLA instead, leaving many people perplexed. Was this truly Justin's decision, or did Diddy's influence have a greater influence? Some people think it was more about Diddy wanting to watch Justin closely than it was about his potential. However, things at UCLA took a crazy turn when Diddy's overprotective behavior went too far. According to reports, Diddy and Justin's coach, Sal Alazi, got into a heated argument during a practice session because Diddy wasn't happy with the way the coach criticized Justin's physical performance. Things reportedly got out of hand, and Diddy even allegedly grabbed a kettlebell in an attempt to hit the coach. This wasn't just a case of a worried father, it was another instance of Diddy's domineering tendencies affecting his children's lives. Now let's talk about Christian Combs, who is frequently referred to as Diddy's mini-me due to his unmistakable resemblance to his mother and his innate charisma. UCLA's head coach Jim Memoe later called the incident an unfortunate situation for everyone involved. On paper, Christian had everything he needed to become a music heavyweight, and signing with Epic and Bad Boy Records was a huge step toward his eventual stardom in the industry. He celebrated the moment on Instagram, thanking God for his blessings and promising never to take them for granted. Despite having a strong platform, talent, and riches, Christian's music career hasn't taken off as many had anticipated, leaving many to worry if Diddy's controlling influence is actually hindering rather than advancing his success. As all of this is going on, Justin's mother is apparently not taking the lawsuits, raids, and accusations lying down without a fight. On March 25, a federal agent entered Diddy's mansion in HBY Hills, Louisiana, as part of an ongoing investigation for exploitation. Missa Hilton posted a startling footage of the raid on social media.
For a day or two, and he had access to the house, and he knows better than to be talking about the things that he does with Big Brother Puff on national television. Everything ain't for everybody.
In addition to the video in the video, you can see both Justin and Christian being removed from the house during the raid. They were seen handcuffed on the lawn, but they weren't arrested and were eventually permitted to leave. A short while later, Missa didn't hold back in her follow-up message, asking if Christian really needed a gun pointed at the back of his head while he was handcuffed. She also raised a serious eyebrow. Missa wrote, "Enough is enough." That being said, how many times have we witnessed young, unarmed black men escape these situations alive? Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. That concludes our video for today. If you liked it, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. Stay tuned for more videos like this one.